Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. I like my lucky fours though.
Well, that'll be next time.
Yes, sir. What's your favorite? You got a favorite number?
4.
Is it?
You wouldn't believe me though.
Why?
Just like my email. You wouldn't believe me about that. Yeah, why?
You need to change your email.
I'll make a professional one.
Listen.
But I will keep...
This man's email is birdiecarp69 at gmail.com. Maybe I shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Why not?
Send him emails. Send him emails, please.
Yeah,
send him
emails.
an email. And if you work for Vans, then get this man his $25 off.
Please.
He's hurting bad for his $25 discount.
So the significance of that email, let's go back to that real quick.
Let's go back to it. You gotta defend yourself.
Is that my birthday is June 9th.
Go ahead and steal this man's identity now. You want to give your credit card information out too while we're at it?
No comment on that. So here we are.
Yeah. So
after all the Vans email and the day we've had today.
2 naps in.
Two naps in
out of boredom, and here we are.
Went to Little Rock, did some stuff, almost got jumped by a whole family, or it felt like it at least. So me and Jay Freaky and my fiance went to Little Rock this morning, and I was gonna buy an amplifier, and I didn't buy the amplifier because this guy had it all jacked up through the input. He had a wire going through it. And then he made it like a subwoofer, so whatever. I didn't end up buying it. But where it was placed at, there was a bed in his garage. And it was very, very tacky looking.
Yeah, well...
And some chick was laying on it.
You know, I'm not the kind of guy who like wheels and deals like will be crazy over here. And so, you know, I don't ever just show up to these people's houses like that. And, you know, when we got there... You know, it's like you get this woman coming out, and then there's like the dude in the wheelchair, whatever.
That was very strange.
It was sketchy, and that whole neighborhood was sketchy. You know, it was like run down, trailer trash. You know, and but we were standing there, and she was like, "So y'all can stand in the shade and just wait on me." And then like one dude comes out this way, out the back, and one dude comes out the front, and like I'm looking like back and forth, like I thought we were about to get pinned. And like,
there was a guy riding around.
I thought we were doomed.
There was a guy riding around in a wheelchair in the dirt, and he could walk. His foot was looking pretty messed up,
pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, sucks if that family couldn't afford it, honestly. But he needs to go to the doctor.
Probably does, yeah.
They didn't know the doctor was in the car.
True. The fiance.
But she wasn't getting out to help that fella.
Yeah.
But it was so strange that we walk in there. The guy's like doing like on the dirt, just like riding around in his wheelchair.
And and then we walked into the shop, which first off smelled terrible.
Oh yeah,
smelled terrible. I don't know what that smell was. Not a good smell.
It's probably old Peggy Sue on the bed in there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So we're standing there. I look over for like half a second. I immediately look away because I just see this girl just laying there.
She's kicked back on her phone.
Yeah. She's just chilling on a bed in the shop with like literally full of junk. Smells like trash.
On a Thursday.
At
like 11 a.m.
In the scorching heat, in the 100-degree Arkansas weather.
Oh yeah.
And she's just chilling there.
Which it got up. The car said 108 today.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Is
insane.
That was I was dying.
Jay Freaky was in the back seat sweating bullets.
I was.
And there was vents in the back seat.
I was sweating inside the mall. I was sweating in Wranglers or whatever that store was called. What's that called? That boot place.
I think it was Cavender's.
Cavender's, the boot store.
Yeah. No.
I'm not a cowboy, so I don't know the names of these.
Neither am I. But it was right by the mall. And you know, I'm always looking for pants. They don't know, but now they know.
They don't know.
So finding pants are impossible. Let's just get that out of the way. That's why Jay Freaky's always wearing shorts.
I got the gangster shorts on today.
Those are awesome.
I love these shorts actually. I just got these. I just got these yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. Pretty fantastic.
So after the little ordeal, we went to Chick-fil-A. That was pretty good. Chick-fil-A is always a go-to.
Chick-fil-A's, you can never It never misses. You
It's
can
always
never
gonna-
go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
No, it's always going to be the same. The only bad thing...
High quality every time.
Yeah, so the only bad thing about Chick-fil-A sometimes is that your fries are going to be cold if they just sit there for long enough. You know, those people aren't paying attention.
But if you noticed, I didn't get fries today.
You didn't get fries, did you?
No.
Just
So I like
that.
to go and so, you know, I started doing this probably about a month ago. It's kind of like it was when I was on more of a diet. I'm not really. I'm kind of eating free right now, but I was on a diet at the time, and to reduce the calories, but to still get full, I would just not get fries, and I would get a chicken sandwich, 400 calories about, and then like an 8-count nugget. Or I think I used to get the 12 count.
I just realized
So it was like
that,
400 calories too.
that
So it's 800 total. 800 calories. No fries.
Wow, I just realized that. Because you had
And you're like
nuggets,
mega full. Yeah.
and you had a sandwich.
And you get
Alright,
full.
Nice.
You get full.
Jay
So,
Freaky did have my pepper jack cheese, by the way, because I actually
That's
asked
true.
for a Colby Jack.
I got lucky.
He got lucky.
Yeah.
So, but is that what you usually get at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, that's what I've been getting ever since I tried that one time. I've been getting that because actually it was interesting. What I was doing is I was waiting until like 7 p.m. to eat every day.
Dang.
Yeah, but I loved that at the time. It was great. That at that time I was not waking up at 6 a.m.
Oh.
Those 6 a.m. shifts, those kind of screwed everything up.
Yeah.
But when I was, when I had the days off and I could just, I slept till like 12 or so, I wake up. I'd go till about 7. And, like I'd be hungry. But like when you're hungry and you haven't eaten is a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah.
You can like keep pushing it. You can keep telling yourself like, all right, just 30 more minutes. Just 1 more hour and I'll eat.
And that's actually good.
And then you get there and like, I ate at like 7 or 8. And like at that time, like what I was doing is I would eat that one meal and then I might have something else at like 12. But sometimes I wouldn't eat anything else. Like I was doing like there were some days where I was going 1 meal a day. Getting a little OMAD.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's definitely good.
But I liked it though. It was good.
Yeah.
But when I wake up at 6 a.m. and I go work, like
Yeah.
I feel like it's impossible to not eat something.
You're driving past McDonald's on the
Yeah.
way there, Chick-fil-A.
Dude, it's that vending machine in the break room.
Oh my goodness.
They put it in there. They know we can't resist.
That's right.
We can't resist it.
So yeah,
But yeah, that was what I
Yeah.
was doing for a little bit.
gave Jay Freaky the piece of cheese, and then I went up, talked to the manager, got my own Colby Jack cheese that I intended to order.
Yes, sir.
Super cool about it. They always take care of you at Chick-fil-A.
Of course.
So
They're servants of the Lord.
they are.
They gotta take care of you.
Have you ever had the breakfast there?
The breakfast. All right, listen.
Okay.
I have had some of their breakfast items. However, there's one. It is the one.
Can I guess it?
Go ahead.
Is it the chicken, egg, and cheese burrito?
No.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
that is a go-to.
Listen.
Go ahead, and then Ryan, go ahead and
Let's
guess.
hear
Is
it.
it the egg white thing that they have? The egg white sandwich?
The one that I'm talking about?
Yeah, is that what you like?
No, I've had that.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It's fine.
I don't think I've ever had
It's
that.
good. But let me tell you about the one. Let me tell you about the breakfast menu item. You're not ready for this.
Is it a... Go ahead.
Don't
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
don't even guess anymore.
I
You're-
kind
you're
of think
done.
I know what it is
You're
now,
done, buddy.
but I'm out.
It's over for you.
Too many
Let me
strikes.
tell you about it.
Go ahead.
Chicken biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my second guess too.
Yeah.
Nah, but anyways, chicken biscuit, man.
It's good.
Listen. I looked it up. I googled it because I was like, this is too good to be true. The chicken they use in the chicken biscuit, it's the same one that they put on the sandwich.
They just make it
It
small.
blew my mind. No, it's the exact same piece. It
No,
blew my
it's
mind.
not.
Yes, it is.
No.
All right, if I'm wrong, put it down in the comments. I'm pretty sure I googled it when I had it for the first time, and I was like, no way.
Also,
Because it tastes better. It's better. Like
With the biscuit instead of
the chicken
the bun?
itself. Just the chicken itself tastes better than it does on the chicken sandwich.
Okay.
And their biscuits are perfect.
their biscuits are good.
Their biscuits are soft, flaky. You can't even eat the thing without it falling into your lap.
Oh, it's all over the
It's
place.
all over the place.
Yeah.
You kind of got to eat it outside. Maybe take it over the sink.
Yeah.
But that's when you know it's good.
Okay. So
The best.
the chicken biscuit is really good.
The
I get the
best.
chicken, egg, and cheese when I get it.
No.
It just Actually, I worked at a McDonald's across from the Chick-fil-A there
Yeah.
back home, and I started going over there and getting that, and then I would get the bacon, egg, cheese biscuit, which I think is just a biscuit that really sets it off over there.
Dude, the
Like
biscuit
bread
is
itself.
so good. It's
So-
so good.
But,
But that chicken is phenomenal.
well, yeah, and it's really good. And even the burrito that I was talking about, they just chop it up.
Yeah, I have had that burrito. It's good. It's definitely good. Chick-fil-A doesn't miss.
Yeah, I was working the graveyard shift, and I'd get off in the morning,
Uh-huh.
and Rye would actually be going to work, and we would meet at Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
and I would get that chicken burrito.
Yeah.
And oh my god, man, it is amazing. It's like it was so weird because working the overnight, like that was my dinner.
Yeah.
And then I'd get off, eat that. I'd get that. The hash browns they're pretty good. Sometimes they get kind of greasy, you know.
I don't think I've had their hash browns before.
But well, they're like little tots. But yeah, and then with the burrito, it comes with the actual salsa.
Yeah.
That's the key to it. You
The
know?
key. Maybe that's why I didn't realize the burrito might be the one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just
If you
sleeping
guys
on
have
it.
any suggestions, drop them down
Let
in the
us
comments
know.
below.
Let us know what your favorite fast food breakfast is.
Let us know what your favorite Chick-fil-A meal is, by the
Chick-fil-A.
way. Because maybe there's stuff out there that we don't know about that's
We might-
actually killer.
We might have to bring some Chick-fil-A on next episode.
We
you
might.
guys give us some suggestions, and we'll get them. We'll give them a taste test,
We will.
and we'll give you the feedback. That's a promise.
So my daytime favorite
Let's hear about it.
is the #1 sandwich. No pickles.
Absolutely.
Add Colby Jack. Thanks, Rihanna. It's really good. Then I get my fries. Usually I'm a sweet tea, and I'm a Southern guy. But a lot of times I'll get
Southern
water.
sweetie.
Southern sweetie. And then you always got to get the honey roasted barbecue and the regular barbecue. You know me, I'm dolling my sandwich
Oh, I
up.
saw it.
Take that bun off, rip open the salt packet.
You look like Gordon Ramsay over there when I was
Yeah.
watching you doll this burger up.
Take the
The
next
sandwich.
one off. Pepper. Amazing. Flip that bun upside down.
Oh yeah,
Put that honey roasted barbecue on there.
he did. He put it.
Slap it.
Listen,
Dog.
listen, folks.
Over with in like 5 minutes.
Listen, folks. I watched him flip the bun upside down. He got the spiral going.
Yeah.
Start in the middle. You slowly outward. And then, did you spread it, or did that just happen because you?
It
pressed
just
on there?
happened when I
Okay,
put it on
because
there.
I think you put it on, and then you realized it was pepper jack, and you took it off.
Oh, yeah.
Or no,
No, that was
because the
beforehand.
cheese didn't have it. But I swear I saw that sauce like spread.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I swear
After
I
I
saw
put
it
the second
spread
piece
on
of
there.
cheese on there, of course.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to leave out the cookie. So it's a hit and miss. They're always good, but hit and miss if I get them.
Yeah.
If I'm too full,
Those
I won't get
cookies
one.
are insane.
The cookies are amazing.
They're insane.
Yeah, most
Chocolate. It's called chocolate chunk and not chocolate chip for a reason.
Yeah,
It is definitely a chocolate chunk cookie.
yeah.
That's for sure.
So I was gonna also talk about Chick-fil-A a little bit. So if you like franchise one of those things, like
Yeah.
you have to be in like you're in like a pool of a bunch of people that
Right.
are wanting it. So whenever they franchise them, they make sure that the owner operators are the people that are just like dedicated to that store.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're gonna do everything.
Do they have
can.
multiple owners?
Some
guess
of
they
them I
can.
think co-own.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, that's right.
And then I know a lot of them are just like owner
Right.
operators. So, and you have to be. They select so many each year, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So you can't just own a Chick-fil-A. Like sometimes I know, like McDonald's, you can just get into that, buy it, but you also have to go to like the HU Hamburger University or whatever if you want to do that.
Mhm.
So you make some good money doing that though. Like honestly, you can make some really good money. But also, that's kind of what I'm going into with the whole Chick-fil-A being so like clean, fast. Like it's always going to be consistent. Is that like if you have someone that's in there that's like
Yeah.
dedicated to that thing, of course they're going to take care of it.
You got people fighting for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Anyway.
Yeah, they got high
Chick-fil-A's pretty
standards
dang
over
good.
there, and they keep them.
They got the what?
High standards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely not McDonald's.
No, no.
It's no McDonald's.
But no matter what, people are going to go to McDonald's.
Well, yeah, I
Like,
mean McDonald's.
and that's
is good.
how they stay.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
McDonald's is good.
Yeah, have you seen the
Dude, it's
the Netflix?
the movie
Yeah, I guess.
with what's his name? It's the Batman.
Rihanna, do you know who it is?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
exactly
that's
who it
that
is.
the one you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah. I think I've seen part of it, but I
Okay.
definitely didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, we won't go too deep into that, but yeah,
Okay.
you got to check that out. That's
All right.
pretty interesting.
Well, I was gonna say about McDonald's. It's funny that I've got a lot of foreign Japanese friends. They came from Japan, and it's really funny how much they love McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like surprising because they cook a lot,
I feel like I've
eat
seen
all
that
that
a lot.
food. I eat that food, right? And I'm like, this stuff is incredible. Like I could eat that food every day. But I guess the difference is that they literally have been eating it, every day of their lives. So then they come here and they're getting other things. But like, I was texting one of my friends yesterday, and she was like, oh, I want to eat McDonald's. I miss McDonald's. And I was like, what?
They're in Japan?
Yeah, you're in Japan.
Do they not have McDonald's there?
Yeah, they have it.
But it's just like, what, sushi on the menu? What do they have on the menu?
They
wouldn't know.
They cook at home. They don't. They eat a lot of sushi, but maybe like the average person isn't just eating sushi all the time.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like at the McDonald's menu though.
Oh, at McDonald's?
Like, yeah.
No, there's no sushi there.
It's just burgers and stuff.
It's like burgers and fries. I mean, they have some of the same things, like the things that are like fries. Of course, they have it's the same as ours. But then I guess they have like the burgers and stuff too. But like they have a couple other things, which I was sad because when I went, I didn't get to. I had the opportunity, but I didn't realize that the menus were different. So I didn't know that they had different items or different things on the menu. And apparently they have a teriyaki burger at McDonald's.
I think that would be pretty
Japan.
good.
But I didn't try it because I didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
I was really sad because I came back here and one of my friends was like, "Did you try teriyaki burger?" I was like, "What? No."
Yeah. Well, next time you go, now you know.
Now I know.
So
Next time.
If I ever go, I definitely want to
You
try.
have to get one, yeah. But when I was there, like, I didn't want to go to McDonald's at all
Yeah, of course.
because we have McDonald's here.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, I don't want to go to McDonald's because I can eat that anytime. And not only can I eat it anytime, I eat it very often.
Yeah.
I've eaten it all the time here. So,
I'm guilty.
I didn't want to eat it there. And so, yeah, I mean, but no, we ate like home cooked meals almost every day when I was there, unless we were out somewhere.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather do that, I think, than.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Their food is amazing.
Yeah.
And everyone knows how to cook there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everyone can cook so good. Like, yeah, the friends that I have here, like, even, like girls, obviously, they all know how to cook fantastically.
Yeah.
But even, like, the guy in our group is, like, amazing at cooking.
That's awesome.
He's so good.
Yeah, I'd like to dabble into that.
Yeah.
I've been cooking a lot more.
Yeah, you've been cooking
Over
that
this
teriyaki.
Man. Well,
It's a
just
different
in general.
kind, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm making a dish tonight for everybody.
Yes,
That's
sir.
gonna be
I'm ready.
exciting. Yeah.
We're getting that chicken Alfredo? Cajun chicken pasta.
Cajun chicken
Yeah, my bad. I got.
It's the same thing, though.
It's
a
not.
A little
It's not,
spicier.
though. Yeah,
But
it's better.
The base is going to be like a homemade, so.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What restaurant has the best Alfredo sauce?
Okay, so I'm not going to say... I'm not the Alfredo person, really, but living down in Florida, there was a lot of cheesecake factories there, and there was a chicken farfalle on the menu.
I
And
think that was Alfredo sauce, but it was really good.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like Alfredo,
What's a
but
farfalle?
Farfalle, it's like, okay, so he doesn't even get the right.
Come
Farfalle is
get the
bow
mic.
tie.
Come
Okay.
take it.
Yeah.
Come take the mic. Guest
the-
appearance.
The farfalle is like the bow tie noodles, and you don't even get those. He gets the angel hair, so like you don't even get what it's named
But
after.
to order it, I gotta say
But
farfalle.
yeah, to order it, like
Okay.
you say it. And the sauce is like a roasted garlic parmesan sauce. It's really good. It kind of looks like Alfredo. It's like a white color.
We bought some at Walmart here recently. Well, a while back, a few months back, and we tried to make it at home. Chicken could have been better, but it was pretty close.
Yeah.
But really, Rihanna could answer the question about the Alfredo sauce.
Oh, I was
And so
gonna
what is
say,
it?
Mike's.
Ooh,
Here in town.
Mike's Place here in Conway.
in
Oh,
Conway.
Mike's Place.
Their chicken Alfredo in general is great, but they
Really?
have blackened chicken, and it's so good. And Alfredo sauce, it's all great. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very good.
The reason that I wanted to bring that up is that I don't know if I'm just weird. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. All right, but the reason that I asked that is because I don't know if I'm weird, but I don't really like most Italian restaurants Alfredo sauce, but Chili's Cajun chicken pasta, I think is the best I've ever had. The best Alfredo I've ever had.
Did you get excited when I said Cajun
When you
chicken?
said Cajun chicken
because
pasta,
of Chili's?
Yes.
Gosh. All right. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah. I mean, there's some
that's
chili
a high
items.
standard. That's a high standard.
There's some good chili items. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The
So-
Cajun chicken pasta is the best.
Okay, well, we're gonna put it to the test tonight and see what it's gonna be like.
I'll give an update in the next episode. Tune in next time
Tune in
to find out if Bert's Cajun chicken pasta is up to par with Chili's.
Pretty good in the kitchen. All right.
This guy might. You got a little rat on your head, like pulling your hairs around.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good there.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
We bought the penne noodles the other night, and instead of in the box, it came in a bag.
Yeah.
They started cutting corners for costs and whatnot.
Wait, what? Oh, instead of being in a box?
Yeah, it was really weird. Very, very weird.
That's not uncommon.
I
though,
didn't
is it?
feel like I was gonna. I didn't feel like it was more. When I get to the kitchen, it's gonna be like an Italian setup. You know what I mean? I need the box noodles and whatnot. You know.
Just start playing some Italian music while you cook, and you'll be like.
Pouring them over out of a bag now. It's very sad. Anyway, Walmart needs to step the game up a little bit.
Make your own pasta, and you'll start feeling more Italian.
Yeah, this is true.
It's kind of your fault.
Yeah. No, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
So, another thing I like to make is I don't know if it's a Southern thing, Cajun thing, whatever, but my grandmother, great-grandmother, my mom, they'd make it growing up called vermicelle, which vermicelle is a type of
Heard
noodle.
of it. Yeah.
But put olive oil
Is that the egg
in a
noodle?
pan.
What's vermicelle?
Yeah,
It's the
I
egg
believe
noodle?
I believe so, but the ones I get, they're like the angel hair and nest noodles, right?
Okay.
But they're like vermicelli. So anyway, get your stove going, put your olive oil in it, and then you boil your noodles, and then strain them out, and then you put the noodles over in the olive oil, and it cooks. Like, let it cook with the olive oil, and then it gives the noodles so much flavor. And then you crack like 3 or 4 eggs in a bowl, whisk them up, put them over in it, and then you want it where the eggs are cooked, but you don't, maybe like a little damp at the same time.
Yeah.
And oh my god, amazing! I'll have to make you some of that too sometime.
Yeah.
But they're out of the angel hair nest noodles.
Interesting.
Very, very good.
Have you seen those noodles at Walmart that are like 0-calorie noodles?
No, I guess not.
They are. Listen, let me go ahead and let everyone know.
Are they like green?
No, they're
Okay.
like clear. They're like 97% water.
It's probably plastic. Go ahead.
Yeah, it might as
Sorry.
well. It might as well have been.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer to eat plastic, honestly.
Man.
Listen, I got the bowl and I got my Alfredo sauce from Walmart. In a can,
Mm-hmm.
and which is not very good to start with.
No.
Yeah, that Alfredo sauce is not good. Not very good. It's definitely not
Like
up
the
to Chili's.
actual can?
It's not up to Chili's standards.
Like the can you're putting it in, or the jar?
The jar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the jar of Alfredo sauce.
I think you meant like some country gravy or something.
No,
coming out of the can.
no. Like a jar. My bad. And no, bro, I got that pasta. To call it pasta is not accurate. I got this monstrosity, and I put it in a bowl, and then I put the Alfredo sauce on it, and like stirred it around, got it coated, and I put it in my mouth, and like I almost threw up, like seriously.
Right back out
I
of your
almost
mouth?
threw up. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I spit it out, couldn't eat it. I don't know what brand it is, but I think it was like an orange bag, but it's just like 0-calorie angel hair pasta, and it was terrible, disgusting. Would never. I would strongly recommend you never even try it. Don't even try it. It's
Most
not
things that are healthy. Are
Not
that
always.
good.
Not always.
Not always, but
those
most of the time.
those kind of substitute things though. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those kind of things that are like they're trying to find a substitute for the real thing. Usually it does kind of suck.
Yeah.
Because I got into a big phase a few years ago, maybe when we were working Walmart together. I got into a big phase of like baking or like cooking those like low calorie substitutes, and some of them are good. There's a guy I highly recommend anyone on a diet go check out Remington James.
Remington James?
Remington James.
Okay.
I would say don't do too much with the sweets because they're really not gonna taste. You just can't. You just
like
can't.
the stevia and all that.
Yeah, you just can't.
That's trash
You just
anyway.
can't get the same effect. But his like low calorie food options, most of them are actually pretty good. Some of his sweets are good too.
Yeah.
But I would say that overall, you just can't. You can't make protein powder taste like a brownie.
You gotta put.
You can do your best, but
Right.
you can't make it the same.
You definitely got to put some time aside for that, because I feel like so many people are in a rush. They're like, I want it now. You know, they never have time for the real like legit things in life. You know, it's like they're on their phone for hours, or they're this. Probably it's like if you like focused on cooking, like that is the key of life. You know, food.
Yeah.
Obviously, just like I wish more people would.
True, that's
You
true.
know?
It's I never really thought about it like that.
And
most people probably don't.
a lot of people
Food
don't
is the
know.
key to life.
I mean,
Sustains you.
It's our
You
fuel.
need it to survive.
And you want good food to be happy and healthy.
True.
Eat that McDonald's all the time.
So what do you say about like with what you're saying is that you need good food, right? Because it fuels your body. But what about like eating too much? Like what if you're like genuinely like still hungry after you eat, but like if you ate more,
So-
you're gonna put on weight or something. What if you're like always hungry?
So I've heard that you go out to eat, get a water, and drink it before your meal even comes out, like one full glass, and then eat. And then you'll have your second glass as you're eating,
Yeah.
because that first one kind of fills you up.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you might have crackers, rolls, whatever comes out.
Right.
But yeah, I think the key to that is definitely drink a lot of water. It's
Okay.
good to be drinking
Of
a lot
course,
of water.
right.
And
Water.
yeah, of course, yeah, right here.
Water.
You know, so you do that, and then usually like when I go out to eat, I have like 3 glasses of water. You know, if that's what I'm drinking.
Wow.
So also be mindful of like how much you eat, and I feel like me and Ryan have been pretty good about that. Like
Yeah.
we'll go out and we'll get like kids meals, and people are like, "Oh, that's all you're gonna get?" It's like, well, yeah, you're gonna get that. You're gonna like the illusion of eating that little bit is gonna be the same as eating like a big meal. You know, it's like, all right, what's the same thing? So it looks the same, you know, just smaller portions.
Yeah.
Eat it, and then you'll be fine. You didn't eat as much. You saved money.
Yeah.
So
True.
it makes so much sense to do that. Or if we're going out like a sit-down restaurant, we'll go. And what I mean by that, backtrack on that, is like if you go to like Freddy's Burger, you know, get a kids meal there, and I don't literally go out and like sit down at a fancy restaurant, but like, let me get the kids meal, you know, where it says 12 and under. So no, but
It's like
yeah,
that Ricky Gervais clip where they're like, oh, you can't have the kids meal, and he's like what? Have you seen that?
no, I haven't. You have to show me.
All right, continue. My bad.
But no, I know who he is. But yeah, I mean, we go out. Ryan has even talked about, and she has sometime even gotten appetizers, you know, for her actual meal.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Or we'll just
Done
get
that
something.
before?
Yeah, or we get something and just like split it. I mean, you go out, you tip, like you're still good, even if you don't like buy so much.
Yeah.
You know. So.
When I was younger and when I would go to Olive Garden, I would always get calamari, but it's an appetizer. But I would just ask them like, I want that as my meal.
Yeah.
It's great. I love calamari. You like calamari?
I don't. I kind of got.
Dang.
She loves it. I
That's
kind.
the only seafood that I like.
I kind of got
Really?
forced into it.
She
Down.
said it's the only seafood that she likes, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't eat any other seafood, but I like fried calamari.
I don't know if these mics are picking up what she's saying. I feel like I gotta repeat it.
Yeah.
She
I don't know for sure.
loves fried calamari. If y'all are wondering,
And only fried calamari.
fried. Yeah, it's kind of squishy, which I don't like that at all. It's kind of just like a texture thing.
Yeah, I like it though. It's good. Actually, when I was to take it back to Japan, I don't know why, but when I was there, I ate like raw octopus and squid, and it's chewy, but it's good. Like the octopus had like the tentacles. It was cool. I got pictures. I'll show you later. Also, I got pictures
Yeah.
like so the bowl that I had where it was like that. The bowl had octopus, squid, whole shrimp. So like the whole body of the shrimp head and everything, and I
yeah.
ate that.
God dang.
And you know, like the small legs, I ate the whole thing, shell, everything. Kind of regret it. It's good to try, but the head definitely tastes not good.
Yeah.
Definitely like kind of ruined the flavor a little bit. And when you eat like a shrimp, like crust, the tail, whatever, if you eat it warm, it's not bad. It doesn't like hurt your mouth or anything. But when you eat it cold, it's really hard and like sharp. You know, when you eat it warm, it's like it kind of softens it up and you can chew into it. But when it's cold, it just breaks and splinters into your mouth. Like it stuck my gums and like everything. It hurt, like scratched down my throat. Wasn't the best experience.
That doesn't seem appealing at all to eat it like that.
Well, I mean, it was cool.
I don't like the little shrimp rings. I don't do those. I can't do those. Like the cold shrimp, I'm just not a fan.
Really, cocktail shrimp?
Yeah, cocktail shrimp.
I love it. But that's not even close to what I'm talking about. Like that's like got all the hard, like the shell, they're deshelled.
Right.
The ones I'm talking about is like the whole shrimp.
Yeah.
Like I took a picture of the shrimp like this because like his eyes were staring at me. I was like staring back at him.
Yeah.
But it had shrimp, octopus, squid, and it had whale as well. Whale, which was actually fantastic.
They're eating everything.
It was actually really good. And there was definitely more than that. I'm sure salmon was in there. At least like one. There was like 2 pieces of like each thing. There were 3 shrimp, but 2 everything else. I think there was salmon. Maybe like I don't think tuna was in it. Some other ones, like some other like interesting fish, but I don't remember exactly what all it was. But no, that was really good.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I don't really go that extreme. I kind of got forced into eating the calamari.
Really?
At Wolfgang Puck. Some restaurant down there in Orlando.
Yeah.
The whole table was just like all eyes on me, and I was like, I guess I'll eat this thing.
Dang.
It just I chewed on it for a hot minute.
Yeah.
It was one of those bad experiences that I was just like, why did I even do this?
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to Lynn's in Russellville.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan really, but I got like the most American thing on there, which was the orange chicken, right? And it just tasted like they got a blowtorch and held an orange crayon over it. It just drizzled it all over that chicken, dude. It was not good at all. I was like, I just eat the white rice, I guess, you know.
Dang, you didn't eat it?
No, we gave it to the dogs. Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
It wasn't good at all.
I don't know.
But I'm sure there's great things there. It's just
I was gonna say like I love their well, maybe to back you up a little bit. Like in the past, I used to get their curry, the yellow curry, and it was pretty fantastic. But for quite a while now, I don't order it at all because like every time I get it, it's just not very good. Yeah. Like the flavor is gone. That Zen Thai place that's here in Conway that I told you about, they have the same type of curry with the flavor like 100% there, or maybe even better than what Lynn's ever had. So I like to get it from there now. But Lynn's like now if I go, I just get pho or pho. Whatever it's called. Pho.
Whatever the pho it is. Huh?
Whatever the pho.
Man, you know, one place we really like is Fuji's here in Conway. It's just like hibachi, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But like everybody's like, oh, yeah, we go to Shogun's and it's just, just not that good, right? Dude.
I don't know. I haven't been since I was like 5 years old.
Fuji's has got so much flavor to it.
Uh-huh.
So much flavor.
Is it the hibachi style where they like do the cooking stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, we've been to Shogun's, we've been to this, been to that. It's like, but you ain't been to Fuji's.
Yeah.
So, Fuji's, man. The one here in Conway, anyway, because they have one in Fort Smith. The one here in Conway, nice.
I went to a place when I was in Florida. It was called Osaka. Okay. And it was like the hibachi grill thing. But, man, dude, we waited for 2 hours to get in.
Yeah.
We waited for 2 hours to get in the restaurant. It's crazy. Apparently, like, I think it was like one of the most popular restaurants in the area.
Probably.
Well,
so it's like a vacation spot too.
Yeah, for sure, because that was in Destin. But dude, no, it took us forever to get in. But yeah, once we finally got in, the dude who was cooking for us was really cool. You know, I mean, they have to be. If they're not cool, they don't get the job. So, but he was super. Yeah, you know, they gotta. Their job is to entertain. Their job ain't cooking at that point. Well, they have to be really skilled though. But they gotta entertain at the same time. But no, those guys they're awesome. They're really good.
That Fuji's, they have these like rice chips, which you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Rice chips?
Chips? Yeah, it's like it's almost like a Rice Krispie treat, but it's like in a chip form. But okay, well, see, I'm new here. Like you literally eat it. I like to like let it set on my tongue, and it just kind of it has like a Pop Rocks kind of feeling. Like it won't pop, but it'll get kind of crispy in a way. It's weird. It's weird to like.
Is it like a rice cake? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like
similar.
It's like that, but it's. Okay. I guess they call them shrimp chips rice chips, whatever.
Huh.
But like,
I've never. I don't think I've had one.
we'll have to go get some sometime.
Yeah.
Because their sushi's good there. The rice chips are great there. You know, it's everything. Obviously, chicken fried rice. Everybody loves chicken fried rice.
Too standard.
But
It's too basic.
no yum yum sauce.
No.
Screw yum
Never.
yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce is
Right.
terrible. Go ahead and get that back in.
Screw yum yum.
sauce.
Felt like we were the Beatles for a second. I'd have been Paul and you would have been George.
I don't know who's who. I know Paul. Who's George?
George plays guitar.
There's
Lead, I guess, or whatever.
Doesn't John Lennon play guitar?
Yeah, but it's like 3 guitar players. One's bass, 2 regular
Three
guitars.
guitar. Oh wait, Paul played bass.
Yeah. Paul,
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
and then like co-wrote one of the songs and wrote some songs. But anyway,
we should remake one of the Beatles albums, the Abbey Road, which that one is
Oh
like
my
super
God.
possible. We should remake that album,
you know, I feel like
and then let's release it for the fans.
I feel like the Beatles are the way that people present them are super overrated.
Of course.
But I like to sit sometimes alone and just listen to like some of their albums. You know, not all of them. I'm not a fan of all of them. So I don't want to say like I'm an extreme Beatles fan. I'm more Stones over Beatles.
Yeah.
But
But
they got
I don't
some
know.
good
For
stuff.
me, Stones and Beatles probably about even. Is that like a rivalry that exists?
Yeah, I think
See,
like
I'm not into that those styles of music enough,
Right.
like the old time music. I'm not into it enough to really know about that. I'd say those two bands for me are they're about even though they're different. Like I like them both in like different ways.
yeah.
I'd say they're about even, but yeah, I don't listen to too many Beatles songs. But the one that is phenomenal is "While My Guitar Gently Weeps."
You know,
That song
I
is
couldn't even tell you what
incredible.
that.
You don't know?
I don't even. I know.
so
I
good.
probably heard it, but
It's
like
so
I
good.
don't even know
It's
what
so
it is
good.
right now.
It's so good.
I remember.
I heard it when I was learning about like I was trying to learn a music theory concept that was about what was it? It was like modal interchange. Modal interchange. That's what it was called. And
I have no idea what he's talking about.
it's just where you know what the modes are, right? No?
I think you probably went over them with me, but
The
I've
modes?
never.
It's just like you know how you have major and minor in music?
Okay.
Like a major key,
Okay.
not like a major chord, but like a major key, contains like your chords that make the feeling feel major, and then like your minor key has different chords that you would use. So like G major and G minor contain different chords because one set of chords makes it feel
Okay.
like G major, and one
Okay.
set of chords feels like G minor. Well, there's also 5 other modes that have different feelings as well, and but that's actually irrelevant for what I'm talking about for this song.
For sure.
Because it switches between major and minor. So
Okay.
so for that song it doesn't even matter about the other modes. But modal interchange is just where you switch
Okay.
within modes. So it goes from like A major to A minor or something, and then back to like it goes from minor in the verses to major for the chorus, and then minor back to minor. And but the transition, like for stuff like that, when you do key changes in music, if you construct your transition right, you can create something like those are some of my favorite parts in music, or like oftentimes like those like feeling shifts, I guess, are like my favorite parts of the song. And for that song, it's like that transition where it like comes into the chorus, it's like it'll just make you like you know
Fall
when
out of
you,
your chair.
Yeah, you don't use that kind of like
Yeah.
just kind of melt back, you know. Like if you're really into music, like people who are really into music, like they know the feeling that I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that people who aren't super into music, like they don't get that feeling from music. I think that's why they're not super into it. I think
Yeah,
if you get that feeling from things when you listen to them, you have no choice but to pursue music.
Yeah. I
Like it's too good.
there's a lot of songs that just like kick me out of my chair. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like,
Do you get
wow.
that feeling though, where you like when you hear like a certain part that's just like so good, like it makes you feel like you're like kind of like melting in your chair.
Yeah.
Like you literally like that. Like that's like the visual.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain it any other way. That's just how I feel though.
There's been like points in my life that like people are like, oh, how you feeling? You know, it's like just listen to this song. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Like this is all you need right now.
For sure.
So.
But yeah.
Yeah. So Beatles versus Stones.
Beatles vs. Stones. We're making a Beatles cover album now.
Yeah.
If we get 200 likes, we'll make a Beatles cover album.
You're pushing it.
We'll make it. We'll cover. Okay, if we get 200 likes, we'll put a poll. We'll put a poll on for what Beatles song we should cover, and we'll cover whatever Beatles.
We'll just
song
do one
is
song.
voted. We'll do one song.
Yeah.
All right, 200 likes. Hit the like button. Share the video.
Subscribe.
Let's get some likes. Subscribe. Let's get some likes going. Let's get 200. We get 200. We're covering. It might be Here Comes the Sun.
Oh lordy.
It might be.
If we had a cover.
Yellow Submarine.
If
Yellow
we had a
Submarine.
cover.
I don't know what that is, but that might be one apparently.
The Revolver album, we'd have to cover some off that. That's some good stuff. Maybe that's too technical. Anyway,
Too technical for who?
for me,
What are you playing, drums?
I mean, I could play the drums on
You're a
it,
drummer.
of course. Yeah.
Oh, then I got
But
guitar
just, like,
covered. Who's singing though?
They have like
We're singing.
all the synths and the organs and whatever they're playing in the background. But it's just a cover, so
We ain't gotta be
throw
all
on
into
spin
it
on
like that. We can hit the drum and the acoustic and just call it a day.
Yeah.
We get the raw bare bones. We get the
Yeah.
Or we might just pull up a backing track with no vocals and just sing over it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's already covered.
Yeah, that's our cover.
So,
Take the easy road.
yeah. I pulled the guitar out last night and I was kind of practicing around on it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not that good, but it's fun to
Yeah.
like even try. you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I mean, that's the only reason anyone ever gets good at playing guitars, because it's fun.
yeah.
I mean, like there are definitely guys that like they have the will to like sit down and practice when they don't want to.
Yeah.
But like, for a guy like me, I really don't play when I don't want to. Like I haven't. Last time I was here and I played your guitar and I broke your string.
Thanks.
No problem. And then you give me a set of strings for free today.
Yeah.
Bert's donated me all the strings recently.
Helping out.
But I haven't played guitar since that day. Or if I did, it was only once, and it was.
But you don't need to. It's like muscle memory.
Yeah,
for, like,
no, for sure.
For people that are good like you,
Yeah,
you know.
but that's what I'm saying is like, I mean, when I didn't have motivation in the past, I didn't. And there was one time when like after I'd gotten really good and I was playing like Jason Becker and stuff like that. Like I covered. Maybe I hadn't covered it at the time yet. Maybe this was after the break. But when COVID hit, the job that I was working at closed, so I didn't have a job, and it was I had that period before I came to work at Walmart for about a month, and I got super addicted to a video game called Escape from Tarkov. And that game, first off, it's somehow the best and worst game that has ever been created at the same time. Somehow.
Okay.
It's the greatest and worst game of all time. I won't get into that now. If we have my good friend William Ivey on the podcast one day, which I hope we do,
Sure.
me and him can tell you all about that game. He was my Escape from Tarkov partner. Oh my gosh. But I got so addicted to that game during that month of nothing during COVID that I would wake up at 3 p.m., play Escape from Tarkov until 6 or 7, 8 in the morning sometimes, whatever,
Nice.
and go to sleep. And I did not touch the guitar for a month.
Wow.
And when I started again, I can definitely say that, like, it was tough. Like, of course I can still play, like, a lot of things.
Yeah.
But, like, that harder stuff, like Jason Becker, it was a bit rusty, for sure. And, ever since then, I still, like, I don't play, like, every day anymore. I haven't done that for a really long time. When I worked at the music center, that was probably the best I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've been gone from there, my fast skills are probably not as good as they were, but my writing ability, since I've been learning, has gotten phenomenally better.
Well, you were
just
still
in
crushing
recent times.
Even the other day.
Of course.
You were doing great.
I'm always gonna crush it.
course.
No.
So,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely lose some skill here and there, but like at the end of the day, like I've realized that what I truly want to play, as long as I play guitar like once a month, I'm not gonna lose the ability to play what I love, and all that like super fast stuff. It was really awesome when you first hear it, you know, and I got really into it. I didn't just like it because it was fast. I mean, I really loved the music,
Yeah.
but it definitely gets old. It gets old fast because it all kind of sounds the same. Most of it. A lot of it all kind of sounds the same. So, like, you know, Andy James is a guitar player who is unbelievable. And he was one of the first ones I got into who was, like, extremely fast and technical and stuff. And his music blew me away when I first heard it. And then he came out with another album in, like, 2018 or something like that. And after I listened to that album and I got used to that album, then like nothing from him sounds interesting to me now. It's like all the same. And you know, over time, like you hear stuff from like multiple guitar players, and then you start to hear those guitar players' influences on the new music that you hear, and then it's like none of it sounds good anymore.
right.
So
It just all kind of blends.
yeah.
Yeah.
So nowadays, Marty Friedman, you know who that is?
The Megadeth guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably because you've talked
I've
about
talked
it.
about it. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah. But Marty Friedman is definitely number one for me now, and it's just because he has such a unique sound, and the way that he creates melody over harmony is just
Yeah.
it's unmatched. It's like, in my opinion, it's truly unmatched. Like nobody is as good as him.
Yeah, I feel like we both listen to metal in a way. Obviously, you listen to a lot more, but like yours is more melodic than mine, I guess.
Yours is more like raw,
Yeah.
kind of like raw emotion in a way.
Yeah. So, but that's great. You know that we
Yeah.
can like
Of course,
even and get on that. You know.
And like I can definitely appreciate like everything you listen to.
Yeah, of course.
I think you appreciate the stuff that I
Yeah.
like too.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Even
so-
the Japanese stuff that you sent me sometimes. I'll listen
Did
to
you?
it.
Did I send you the playlist?
You may have. I think you sent me some things on YouTube.
I remember we talked about it, and I said you asked me to send you the playlist. I don't know if I ever
don't know
did.
if you did or not. No, I don't know.
The Japanese music, and this might be interesting for you, is like, you know, when I first started listening, I just wanted to, because I'm learning Japanese, for those of you who don't know. And when I first started learning, I wanted to just, like, I had watched a lot of YouTube videos about learning languages. Watched videos with a guy named Steve Kaufman, who I'd highly recommend checking out his stuff for anyone who wants to learn languages. And I learned that one of the biggest factors in language acquisition, learning a language, is how much input you get. So it's not about like studying your vocab. I guess that could kind of be thought of as an input, but like not for this situation. What they're talking about is like comprehensible input. So like, you know, in the very beginning, you got to study vocab, right? Like there's nothing you can do to get around that. You got to study vocab, get your basic grammar. But like once you study for about a few months, you want to start getting input, like hearing things that you can understand, and where you don't understand like 100%. Like you want to start getting things where you understand like 90 or 80% or 70%, and then like over time you start to kind of fill in those spaces. Or like, you know, not always like that. I mean, you can't just magically know the meaning of a word that you hear. So you got to look stuff up sometimes in those things. Yeah. But you know, if you have a context of, if you have like 80% context, and then you can fill in that 20%, it's going to be a lot more meaningful than just studying a vocab list and learning your grammar points. So I started listening to Japanese music because I don't really like anime. I do like anime, but
I never understood it.
I'm just not a big TV watcher. The only time I like to watch TV or movies is when I'm with somebody. And, you know, for anime, it's, you know, if I'm with a friend, I'll watch it with them or whatever. But, you know, I hate the anime shows are like 1,000 episodes. Like, why did like the shows that everyone praises to be like the best like
Yeah.
800 episodes, 500 episodes.
It's just like a bunch of fights, man.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did watch a few animes recently, and they were very good. But I watched it with a friend. Like he streamed it on Discord, and I watched it with him. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But I would never just sit down and just watch an anime. All that aside, this is kind of beating around the bush, but started listening to music to try to get some input. And the first one I listened to, and I love music too much to listen to it just for that. So like it has to be good, or I'm not gonna listen to it.
Yeah, of course.
The music has to be good. Like I will not listen to bad music, or music that I don't like, let's say. And so there was a show that I'd watched with a friend at college called Attack on Titan. Some of you may have heard of it. It's pretty popular. And the intro to like one of the seasons is a song that has like it's like Japanese and then some English as well. But I thought it's a really good song. So I added it in the playlist, and Spotify gives you all the like recommended songs. Mm-hmm. And I started adding all those in, and I got a playlist of like 30 something songs or whatever, like 30 like rock songs or whatever, and they were like good. I listened to them for a while, and then that was during the summer, so all of my friends were gone. And then when my Japanese friends came back, I showed them my playlist, and they were like, "Hey, these are all anime songs." I was like, "What?"
Nice.
I was like, "What? I didn't add these because I'm watching anime all the time." I was like, "That's the opposite of what I'm going for." Like, I don't want to seem like nothing wrong with anime, but we all know that there's those people out there that get a little too into things.
Yeah.
You know those people. And I don't want to be mistaken for one of those.
No.
And so when they were like, "This is like all anime," I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't even know that. Like, I guess, but yeah, it was just because I added one anime song and then it recommended me like a ton of anime.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those songs were good, but one of my friends, she recommended me like a whole bunch of like 80s like J-pop songs, or like older, great. And that genre of music has just about become my favorite of all time, like more than metal. And actually, I've realized recently that like metal, I feel like I don't actually like the genre of metal very much. I feel like they were just like what I do like from music can't be found in other genres easily as much as metal. But like metal as a genre, like as a whole, I hate 90% of the metal bands.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
I feel that.
Awful. So I don't feel like I'm really even that much of a metal fan. It's just that the bands that I am really into happen to be metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Japanese music, it's incredible. I've got like a couple singers that like I really love, and I have a lot of their songs on my playlist, and it's fantastic. The music is just wonderful.
The music, the culture, everything.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But for that, like I don't even understand the lyrics. I mean, I try to.
But I
can understand
enjoyable.
some things. But like the music is amazing. It's some of my favorite of all time.
Well, that's like I went to South by Southwest, which is a big music festival in Austin, Texas. Mm-hmm. This was back in 2015, I think.
Yeah.
So I go down there with one of my buddies, and we saw a bunch of bands, and we saw this one band called Mitsumi, and they're Japanese. Mm-hmm. They got on stage. They were such a tight band. Like sound, just like everybody harmonizing and everything. Uh-huh. Didn't understand a word they were saying. But like it was like, I kind of like, you get the vibe from the music that is just like, oh, okay, well, I kind of understand what's going on.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then talk to him after the show. Well, I didn't really talk to him because they didn't really speak English.
Oh, okay.
It was their first time ever being in the U.S. Uh-huh. They were from Japan somewhere. They played 2 nights in New York City, and then they ended up playing a show or two down there in Austin. And it was cool because, like, it wasn't a whole lot of people there, which kind of blows for them in a way. But, like, I like those shows, where they're just not so crowded and you can, like, talk to the people afterwards. I try not to too much because it can be annoying. Don't want to be that guy. And also, if you're going to have something to say to somebody like that, have something good to say.
Yeah. Don't
pester them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one thing I've had to learn too.
For sure.
But yeah, anyway, it was really cool. I was trying to talk to the guy, didn't understand what I was saying. I was just like, all right, you know. Like somebody kind of was like, oh yeah, they just came. Like their manager or something was like, oh, they just came here from Osaka or wherever it was from.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, another like part of listening to that kind of music for me is like, you ever have those times when you're listening to a song and like, you know, you finally learn the lyrics and everything, and you're like singing it or whatever, and then like you just suddenly understand like the meaning of the lyrics. So you know that feeling of like, oh, like I got it, like, you know, like you're like, oh, wow, and like especially if the lyrics are deep and meaningful, and you're like, wow, you know, that's incredible. But like to kind of compare a little bit, like since I'm learning like Japanese, like when I listen to songs and I'm listening to like, you know, I have a smaller, you know, subsection of the playlist that I listen to like over and over again. You know, I like play the songs and when those songs come up, or like, you know, even the other songs, it doesn't matter, but if, you know, I'm listening to them all the time and I don't understand most of the song, and then like suddenly I hear something that I didn't hear before, because like a lot of times, like, it's same for English songs, like I actually like could understand what they're saying if I actually like caught the words, you know. It's the same for like English songs. Like a lot of times you just don't understand what they're saying
when they're singing it.
They're singing it. So like, you know, it's, you know, obviously it's much harder with like a language that I don't actually like speak fluently, but like sometimes, you know, there's parts where like I finally catch like what they said and I'm like, oh, like, you know, and then I get that piece of meaning as well. So that's really cool when that happens. And it's really cool when there are some songs that I can really understand like most of the song by itself, but most of the time I have to read the lyrics to understand. But I like, it's surprising how much I can understand from like songs, like compared to like other things. Like songs seem to contain like words that like you learn in the beginning of learning somehow, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's weird, it's interesting. But there are some songs where like, you know, I'll put it into my app to like study, and I'll only have to like get the definition for like 4 or 5 words in the lyrics, and like I can read the rest of it. It's cool. But that's really fun, and it's really satisfying to do that, especially when you actually love the music.
Oh yeah, dude. I've like blazed past songs before, listened to them a million times, and I'm like, let me pull up the lyric sheet. And I'm just like, whoa, this is a lot different than I was expecting. You know what I mean? So
it's like that.
And a lot of times it can be super melodic, whatever. And I've heard a lot of bands be like, I wish I didn't write those lyrics. You know, like you look into it and then you watch like interviews with them from back in the day or whenever, you know. A lot of like, I know the Cars is one of the big bands that I'm into, and Rico Kasich, he was just like, yeah, those lyrics could have been different, you know. They're almost like too childish or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, but the music's great, you know. The music's great, especially with that band. They were tight.
Yeah, they were good.
They were super good, like tight live, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes, sir. How long are we taking it to today?
We're gonna keep going. I don't even know what time.
Keep going. I'm down, bro. I'm down for anything.
6:07.
I just know the last two have been a little.
So Snapchat.
Shorter. Okay.
This was one of the things I was actually gonna bring up. So
all right, bring it up.
Snapchat. I've got people on Snapchat.
He's got people.
Well, it's just like those spam accounts.
Oh yeah, dude, I get those all the time.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
So I just wanted to go over the names of some of these.
Okay, let's hear them. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Dude, we're using my phone to record, or I could pull mine up and give you a couple debacle.
Well, this would be a quick run through.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, if this isn't fake. Have you ever?
Let's hear it.
Have you ever like ran into somebody with the name Virginia Howard? Okay. Virginia Howard's not. No one knows a Virginia Howard.
A Virginia?
Virginia Howard.
A Virginia Howard.
What about?
Why'd you start saying it like that? He's a Virginia.
We got Tammy Banks on here.
Dang, Tammy Banks.
Who's Tammy Banks?
Take her to the bank.
That's like a Rick Smith or
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed. So,
That's funny. John Doe.
we got Jerry Ray. And if any of these people are legit, I'm sorry. If you ever see this.
If this is you.
Send
Bert an email at birdiecarp69@gmail.com.
We got Denise Fox on here. We've got Rachel Torres.
Do they have like the kiss emojis next to their name too?
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them add me and I don't add them back and they just delete. So
I always delete them.
Oh yeah, before
I get like 3 or 4 of those like every day.
Like get out of my face,
least. Yeah. That's great.
Jesse Herman. I don't even know. It's a female, but that's a guy.
I mean, these could be real though. You never know.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
You never know, man.
You don't ever
probably
know.
Not. I mean, it depends. I always look. Are you just reading like the names that they put on there, or are you reading their actual username?
Their actual names. They just like
What's their
pop up.
username? Because like,
Well, a lot of times if they have like the numbers on the end of it,
yeah,
then it's it's like
yeah.
it's
So
fake,
these,
or they just don't.
Let's take a look at what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, we got a lot.
No, the ones on the bottom are actual people, so I wouldn't name drop them.
You talking about the quick ad?
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Hey Bert.
Look, I'm new to
Bert,
this.
listen, you're the rookie here. All right, you talking to the veteran.
I just got back on the social media, so yeah.
Bert took a hiatus.
I did a good year and a half. Actually, longer than
that.
A lot longer than that.
Because
you 3 years.
You had deleted Snapchat before we became friends.
Yeah.
It's 2020, almost 3 years.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. Most definitely.
So we got. You already said Jesse Herman.
Yeah.
Jesse L. Herman. That one could be real. She doesn't have any numbers. But here we got Stephanie Pena with the username of Stephanie Pen 393. That one's up for grabs.
It is up for grabs.
That one's up for grabs. Could be real. Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, we got Zoe QWS. That one's up for grabs. That one seems more real. I'm more on the side of real. If any of these are you, let us know in the comments. Wait, can we say people's usernames on this podcast? Can we just like name drop it?
Yeah, we're fine.
And it's all spam accounts. All right, we got Shirley Op 2023. That's fake for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely fake. They got the 2023.
Yeah. They just made that today.
They just made that. She got the op. Okay. Denise Fox 9860. That's easily fake. Rachel Torre 3395. Fake. Jerry Ray 443. Probably fake.
I bet you look through there and
you know what, man? Like, yeah, these are all fake, bro. Listen, I'll give you the litmus test. When they put their name on Snapchat, Rachel Torres, and their username is Rachel Torres with some numbers, I don't care if it's 342, it's definitely fake. All right, we got Maria Salazar with Maria Salazar 4864. She getting that Zaza.
What if you were on there and you saw Birdie Car 69 pull up?
But if I saw Birdie Car 69, I probably
It'd be legit though.
That would be legit. Yeah, it's true. Is that your snap?
No.
It should be. You should
I
change
don't
it.
think it is.
You should change it
69?
to Birdie Carp 69.
Real professional.
And then we got, did I say? Yeah, you said Tammy Banks earlier, but the username, Tammy Banks 7146. Fake. Easily fake.
That was like a suggested.
I love how the bots like start making public profiles now too. But if you click on it, like nothing's there.
Yeah.
There's just nothing there at all. Like I don't know why they're trying so hard. But they're not at the same time. Like they sometimes they add new features to their bot, but it's like still no effort is being put in to make it seem legit. Like I don't know who these scammers think they're like pulling a fast one on us.
You ever get it where they message you?
If you add them, but I just deleted immediately.
So I've had them where like they'll like message you, and then they'll be like, "Hey baby," and like they'll say 4 things.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
bro,
who are you? And then instead of answering my question, they keep going.
Yeah, they're working that script, and I love how like sometimes you'll open it up and they sent like their whole script and you never even opened it yet. Like they just kept responding, but you never even opened it.
Yeah,
like it's so funny.
You
man.
can say the like most off the wall thing, and I have, which I won't repeat on here, and And
yeah.
they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm done shopping now."
Yeah.
I'll say something
because
crazy stuff.
they think that some simp is like, "What are you doing, baby?"
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done shopping. Oh yeah,
Not around here.
I love the ones. I love when like they add you, and like I haven't accepted like a bot like invitation like a really long time, but like back in the day, like I used to accept every bot so that I could report them. After they sent me.
Every boti.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Pause.
Sorry.
No, but I used to accept all of them so I could report it. Like after they sent me like some snaps or whatever, then I would report it so there's like evidence that they're a bot or whatever. And because I felt like I was like Batman in the streets, like cleaning up the town, you know. Okay. And I also had this dream that if I reported the bots, like they would somehow catch on and stop trying to add me. But of course that never happened.
Yeah.
Of course they don't know it's me who's getting them all banned.
Yeah.
But I gave up on that. But no, back in the day, like I would accept like almost all of them, and I would wait for them to send me like 1 or 2 messages, and then report them. And like, bro, it's so funny how like they will send you like the most scandalous pictures or like videos. Like because a lot of them bots are trying to get you to sign up for like OnlyFans.
Yeah, of course.
And like it's crazy how like you open it up
Real
and
quick,
like
get a job.
Get a job. All right.
Get a dang job.
Get a job. But we were talking about that earlier.
We were. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that off.
We don't have to
I
get
just
into
needed
that
to note
conversation.
that.
But yeah, it's like why would I like why do you how do you expect people? It's so stupid. How do you expect people to want to buy your OnlyFans when you're sending them the content?
Do they not know the hubs
on
out
a
there?
Snapchat bot. They must not know.
They must not know at all.
They must not know. But like it doesn't even make sense. And yeah, like you said, like if that's what you're into,
Yeah.
you're trying to see some women, like who? I mean, I know who, but like, why do these girls think that guys want to like pay when there's like free options? It doesn't even make sense. But like at the same time, we both know that there's those simps out there.
Yeah.
Who are bringing the whole team down. And this is kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about everything, but what we were saying earlier, this is what I want to say now, is like, how do I say this? Like to an extent, well, pretty much fully, but like in a way, it's the guy's fault.
Yeah.
Because if there weren't like these like simp, weakling, little beta male, like, I hate to use these little buzzwords, but like, it's true. Like they're weak, they're simps, they're beta, like they're desperate, basically, they're like the lowest of the low, down bad, like unbelievably down debauchelous even, I would say. And they'll pay these girls for what?
Just go to Spencer's. Spend a little money. That's all you got to do.
But it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, why?
No,
why are guys paying? I mean, listen,
everybody's gonna make their money, but it's getting out of hand.
Like you said, like there are free options.
Yeah.
Like whether you're for that or against it, like whether you're like down with that or whatever.
And it don't take 2 minutes to find.
But I'm just saying, like, guys are enabling girls to do these things. But to have these mindsets, like these guys are out here like giving tons of money to these girls. They're giving all this attention to these girls, and these girls have gained the mindset of thinking that they're entitled to these things just for having boobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I can see that,
they think that like being born as a woman entitles them to receiving things from guys who are just going to give it to them. But it's at the same time,
it's on both spectrums though.
It's the
guy's
guy's
fault. A lot of males are like that too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm definitely talking. I mean, it's not only women, but it's not. Yeah, it's on both sides for sure. But like for what? Just for this topic, we're just thinking about women.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But yeah, no, like, you know, it's the guy's fault at the end of the day. Like, it's the
Yeah.
guy's fault because, you know, maybe there was a time in the past, like, maybe the way this evolved was like guys simping over girls, and then they like kind of shifted into that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it wasn't the girls demanding. Like I said earlier, like they didn't just come up with this idea out of nowhere. Like, the girls saw, like, hey, these guys are gonna give us free drinks at the bar. Hey, these guys are gonna pay for our nude pictures online.
Right. Well, the
You know?
internet's giving a lot of giving a lot of people the world
Yeah.
opportunity. It's insane.
Yeah.
For
You know, there's.
the worst and the best.
But you know, it's like these guys who are doing this, like they're doing it because like they're like deprived of like a chance with a real woman. But like the irony is that by doing that, they're keeping themselves in that place where they'll never be with a real woman if they continue living that lifestyle, because they're secluding themselves in that. And like, you know, I've heard a lot of like stuff where like, you know, guys who are like that, like when you're deprived of like, you know, when you're deprived of like that romantic or like sexual relationship, and you're wanting something like that, then, you know, it kind of causes you to like say like, well, I'm really nervous to talk to this girl,
Yeah.
and like I'm terrified, but like, gosh, I need it so bad that like you just get over it and you do it anyways. And that's like how, you know, like, you guys get nervous, you know, there's a lot of nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little nervous fella, you know what I'm saying?
I think like more in the guy's situation though is that
my bad.
no.
I just want to finish my thought real quick. Is that like, you know, if you have the accessibility to just get what you want without the need for like an actual physical person to bond with and actually have like the proper and correct relationship with them,
Right.
then like the irony is that like you need that thing so bad, but by using this other thing to like kind of substitute, you're not getting what you actually like want or what you actually need, but like you're holding yourself in that place where like, you know, you don't have the motivation or like the like need to like talk to that girl when you're scared to.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, well, I'm too scared to talk to her, so I won't do it. I'll just go home and look at girls online.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ruined. It ruins a lot of people. Like that.
Yeah. No. It most definitely does. It most definitely does.
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry. Just wanted to finish that thought before I forgot it.
I don't even remember. But another thing I was going to talk about was these Facebook Marketplace people. So
the people we saw earlier, was that Facebook Marketplace?
we were on Marketplace, yeah.
Gosh,
Which I'm not talking about them specifically. I'm just talking about in general.
They were scary though.
So if you're on Marketplace and you see something you like,
oh yeah,
and
heard about this one.
Don't waste people's time. Don't waste my time. All right. I've started putting down in my descriptions, if you say hi, is this available, and you don't respond to me after I respond to you, you're getting blocked. So you're never gonna see this project again unless you make a new account. It just aggravates the heck out of me.
Ruling with an
All
iron
right.
fist.
Yeah, but yesterday I go to buy some symbols from a guy, and he reads my first text, give it 30 minutes, put another one on there, reads it, put another one on there, reads it. If you're gonna sell it, sell it. If it's on Marketplace for sale, sell it.
Yeah.
You know, or at least be like, hey, right now is not a good time. I can come, or I can meet you at 5 o'clock, or you know, whenever it's good.
Yeah. Well,
So-
he had.
I was gonna say, this guy,
Yeah.
I offered him a price. He said, okay, when can you be here? I told him when I could be here, right? I was trying to get everything in a row, just to make the whole day go.
Yeah.
And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I'm about to be on my way right now. I just got done with that errand I told you about. Next stop, come to you.
Yeah.
Hits marked as pending. I'm like, oh, okay, thank God.
Yeah.
What a saint.
Uh-huh.
Gonna mark it for pending for me, right? Or mark it as pending. And he's like, oh, actually, the first guy that messaged me this morning just responded to me, and he just picked it up. He is so full of it. I'm fine now. I was a different human being yesterday. I wasn't even human yesterday after that happened for about 2 or 3 hours. I was so ticked off about that.
Yeah.
Dude, I could have punched holes in every wall in this house. Like, I was so ticked off.
It's just a like not a cool thing to do. It's just not.
No,
cool.
it's not.
And like if
people suck.
So this is like that guy. If he had another guy who he was waiting on, that he said in his mind, obviously that first guy had priority or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's gonna think that way, then he should tell you. This is what I was talking about. The communication in the world nowadays sucks.
Yeah.
All right, just blows.
Get off your phones.
Unbelievably.
Or if you're on your phones, message us back.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying people don't know how to like properly like say like to give information that's like important.
Yeah.
So for this example, what that guy should have done is he should have said, "Hey man, like I would love to sell it to you, but like I'm waiting to see if this other guy will buy it because he texted me first. And
that's totally fine.
And if he falls out, then I'll hit you up." And
Yeah.
like you just said, that would have been perfect. There'd be no problem with that. And then you wouldn't have wasted, planning your day and driving down there, starting to drive down there, and just for him to be like, "Hey man, I sold it already."
And he said okay.
Yeah, he said okay.
Like, so I'm thinking transactions ago.
Yeah. So, what happened there, like, if he told you okay, and then that other guy finally came around and said, "Hey, man, I'm ready to buy it," he should have told that guy, "Hey, you took too long. I already confirmed with this other guy. Sorry, bud." Like, it's just bad communication all around.
Yeah.
But, like, people, obviously that guy not a respectable person. He's not holding up to, the deals that he's making. He shouldn't have made that deal if he wasn't ready to. And once he made that deal, he shouldn't have switched it over to the other guy.
Exactly.
So that's definitely a big loss of respect for that guy. And I don't even know him.
I had a few choice of words, not towards him, but just in the chat.
Yeah.
And I think
it was two.
Just the urge, or just he acted so surprised of what I said. Like he was just blown away. It's like, do you not know what you're doing? Like, some people need to be eliminated in this world. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think this world is for everyone. I'm getting a little dark, sorry. But everybody has that thought. I wouldn't eliminate this guy. But listen, just like
I was just talking this
take
morning.
him off Facebook Marketplace, please. All right?
Yeah. Bro, I was literally just telling. So I took one of my friends to the airport today to fly to Texas. And when I'm driving, like, with her, like, there's a lot of people always driving terribly around me. And, like, I road rage.
We got the best driver on the road right here.
Best driver on the road. But I road rage quite a bit. I'm not even about to bring up Google Maps. I'll start going ballistic if I talk about Google Maps right now.
Especially in Little Rock.
I hate Google Maps. Okay. Actually, I hate Little Rock more. I think it's more of Little Rock's fault. Listen.
And if you're not from here, that's the capital of Arkansas.
I'm getting off track.
Most people don't even know where Arkansas is, so
that's true. Yeah,
we're in the South. Somewhere.
I don't blame them. Arkansas.
I don't either.
A lot here.
It's not a place to be. It's on the. We got a state.
It is
map right here.
If you guys recognize this, that's Arkansas.
I think they can only see from like here.
Where's Russellville on this thing?
Well, they can't see.
Little Rock's dead. Little Rock's dead center. Russellville's up here on the left. If you see this little blue section right there up at the top, it's right below. That. Oh, that's right. Our cameras. I forgot. Our cameras like.
We'll have to prop it up where they can see it one day.
My head about me look off. We'll take the locks down.
Oh man. Yeah.
Let me finish what I was saying. So there's always like people driving terribly.
Yeah.
Dude, there was one day recently. She wasn't even with me, but there was one day recently I was trying to turn into Colton's, in Russellville.
Yeah, I texted you that you were at Colton's.
That's right. Yeah. It was that day. I was trying to turn into Colton's, and listen to this, man. Somebody else was coming from the other way. They're going to turn into RVs, all right? They're driving this big, massive RV camper, all right? I get in the left lane to turn Colton's, and I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting on my chance to go because, this car's coming. And I'm sitting right here. Let me get this view so the people watching can understand what's going on here. I'm sitting here, all right? Let me hold the mic. I'm sitting here. This is my car. And this RV, let's say he's this. All right, because this is how much of my view he's blocking. Mm-hmm. He comes up, right about here.
So y'all are turning together, like in the same lane.
He's turning left this way.
Yeah.
And I'm turning left this way. Yeah, in the same turn lane.
In the same lane.
In the same turn lane, and I'm not kidding. Like, big giant RV gets within 5 feet of my car, and I could not see around him.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Chicken.
Because I was like, if I turn left at any moment right now, like there's just a chance that there's a car right there
Oh, yeah.
that slams into me, and I'm a goner.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know what else to do. Like they weren't going. Like I really wanted to show them a little sign language, if you know what I'm talking about. And I wanted to. I really just wanted to get out of my car.
Yeah.
Just blocking
Into
in
oncoming
front of
traffic.
them. Yeah, I really just want to get out.
Yeah.
Skip over in the turn lane, knock on his door politely. Sir, how are you doing today? And then just beat the crap out of him.
Was he going to Arby's?
He did.
Okay,
he
yeah,
turned
'cause
to
it
Arby's.
was right across.
Oh, I was staring him down after I parked. So I did eventually just get the balls to turn left, and thankfully there wasn't a car. Well, there was, but they weren't close enough to hit me, which I wouldn't have seen that car. If I'd gone a second later, if I'd hesitated and gone a second later, I'd be dead right now. So,
But you're here. Jay Freaky's here.
still here, not queer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was staring him down after. I was very unhappy. I really, I've never been in a fight. I said that in the last episode, I think. First episode. I've never been in a fight. I hate violence. But there's sometimes when I had just the overwhelming urge to get out of my car in the middle of traffic and like drag him out of the vehicle and turn his face. Maybe that's okay. What I was about to say is a bit too violent for the podcast.
He could just be on the list of the people the eliminated list.
Yeah.
That I was talking about.
Yeah.
Just keep it PG.
I was furious.
Yeah.
So mad. But yeah, I was saying today, I wish my car had I feel like there was a movie where the cars in the movie had guns underneath and they could shoot other cars. It was like a police car. What's some if you know the movie I'm talking about, leave it down in the comments.
Sounds like Mad Max, but it's definitely
I've never seen Mad Max. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a movie from back in the day where it's some police cars and they have guns underneath the car that shoots out in front.
Probably so. Yeah.
And I was telling her today because there was a car that was swerving around me and going around, and every time that happens I say something because I get mad.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, see you, bro, hope you have fun getting ahead of me or whatever. And a lot of times I'll wave to people while they're driving by me when they're going super fast around me, because I'm not driving slow. I mean, I don't speed a lot because I also talked about this, but I usually go 2 or 3 over the limit, and I understand if people want to go around me, maybe they're going 80 or whatever, they're a little more risk taker. They're a little more down with getting that ticket. I'm not.
Of course.
And
not with loads of
but
money.
when these people come around going 100 miles an hour, dude, what are you so in a hurry to get to?
Yeah.
What are you so?
You should try living in Florida.
And the answer is that nothing. The answer is that they just drive like that. Dude. And that's the worst part.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, I would watch people race to red lights.
It's crazy.
It was insane.
It's crazy.
To see it. I'm just what's going on up there?
Yeah, and then you pull up next to them and you're like, I like gas.
Yeah.
It's come on.
I've had to use some sign language for sure down there.
Dang.
I've been trying to just not have as much road rage.
Yeah.
But literally these people and it's not here that people are oh, okay, I see you there, so I'm not going to pull over on you. These people will literally run you off the road.
It's crazy.
It's a different walk of life down there.
Yeah, and that's another thing is I hate when I'll be driving and there's the occasional time where I'll hit 80 or 85 or whatever on the interstate, and when people ride me when I'm going 80 and 85,
yeah,
bro, are you serious?
Yeah.
You gonna ride first off, go around, bud. First off, go around. Second off, are you really gonna ride me going 85? Can you not go 80? Is 85 not enough for you? 10 miles over the speed limit is not enough for these people, and that really infuriates me. And then I'll watch them once they finally get around me, I'll watch them drive, as they go, and they're just terrible drivers. First off, they're usually very dangerous. I don't know how those people don't get in wrecks more often. They need to learn a lesson though. They need to get in a few wrecks.
I was gonna say we've pulled up down there on some wrecks because there's wrecks all the time down there.
Yeah,
we've pulled up before and there's been some fatalities.
Yeah.
Like you could tell just like we saw a van one time going to the Sanford airport.
Yeah.
And on the way there, like this van just, you could tell nobody made it out of it.
Dang.
To see it's kind of crazy, you know?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
It's really insane. But anyway, yeah, like where are you going? I get it. It takes forever to get across town. It really does. But
Are you gonna
because
save,
of traffic.
like, you gonna save 3 minutes on your drive?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like,
right.
Come on.
And your life and your gas. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and your life.
Yeah.
For real, like you're literally, like, you know, those people. A lot of the people who drive like that, they are actually driving like dangerously.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is actually like scary to watch them drive. There's some people, you know, like like you see them like driving kind of crazy. You kind of slow down because you're like, man, I don't want to be too close when like they're about to wreck.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had that a couple of times where I've really slowed down because like I was worried they're gonna wreck and like I was gonna be like too close and like running into it or something.
Right, and you got to drive right, and
Yeah.
you got to drive for other people because those people are gonna. Like I've had so many times people almost hit me. I'm just like, good thing I was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta like. Unfortunately, that's the sad part is that you've got to be responsible for other people's bad driving, because, you know, it's not a video game where you can like smash into someone to be like, hey, idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you deserve this. Like, this was your fault that we're smashed now, and then respawn and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And this is like life, you know.
These
You only
people-
get one chance.
These people act like you wreck your car and then like another car just appears on the track and then you just keep driving.
Yeah.
But-
But you know, like something else that's kind of funny that I've been saying this for a while is like those people who drive like that probably could be great friends with them off the road.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why is it that like good, like it's not even like everyone who drives like that is actually like a D-bag. It's like it's like good people drive terribly too.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like you probably got some friends that you haven't seen them drive, but if you saw them drive, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Really? Like you? Like for real?
I mean, I've been driving down there some. I do zip around sometime, right?
In Florida, it's a bit different though.
Right.
It's a different environment than here.
And you know, I'm just like ripping the 5-speed. It's fun.
Yeah.
And I remember Cody would be in the car with me. My buddy that lives down there.
Yeah.
And instead of me hitting the brake, because like we're coming up pretty quick on somebody, he's like, I see him over there in the passenger seat, just like thinking that there's a brake.
Oh yeah.
This dude would just be falling back.
Yeah.
It was so funny. I'm just like, what are you doing over there? I'm
Dude.
just like still going.
That's really funny. I don't know who it is, but there's definitely I really don't know who I'm thinking about. There's definitely somebody that like I've rode with like it was frequently in the past. I don't know who it is. Somebody though. Somebody that I rode with passenger like often in the past. They definitely were like a heavy on the brake, you know, kind of person. Like they wait till like the last moment to brake. And like, bro, I very vividly remember like stepping on the floorboard, like about near like busting through that floorboard to try to stop the car. I was about to stick my foot through and like start on the ground, you know, I was getting scared, bro. But they never got too close.
Yeah,
like it was always perfect.
There's
I didn't trust their ability to drive.
There's these videos now that I see, and it's like a car sitting at a red light, and the light turns green, and like millisecond when the light turns green, like the guy's like he starts honking, and then he's like, "Light's not getting any greener, buddy." It's so
That's
funny.
funny.
No, you know, speaking of the car, the passenger like brake side, when I was in high school, I took driver's ed. Yeah. And the car that we drove was like an old Ford Taurus or something like that. And I would drive, and then my instructor, whatever, had the brake on his floor, on his side too, you know, because you're like learning how to drive. And I just remember, like, I was a good driver, but a few times he just purposely just smashed the brake.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like he wanted you to like get used to the car, and also he would just like mess around. He was cool.
Oh, okay.
He was really cool.
So it was just like fun.
Yeah, he was just a fun dude. Like I remember we'd go drive in like a town or two over or whatever, and he'd be like, "If you want to stop at this McDonald's for lunch, you can grab something, we can go. I'm just like,
Of course.
all right. Like, not at that time. It's like, all right, I'll eat McDonald's. You
That's
know,
the whole
I don't
point of
care,
driver's
but-
ed. You got to go out and get that lunch break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I remember like his test. There was one like the final like big test at the end of the semester, and it was like there was a list of like what would you do to oncoming headlights or bright lights. And actually, one of my friends, I hadn't talked to him in years, but he was in the class. We sat right next to each other, and we laughed so hard over this test just after seeing it. And the very last option was like 10 and 2, and it said, put your head down and hope for the best. Dude, I lost it. He lost it. And we're like in the middle of a test. It's just like 10 and 2, put your head down and hope for the best.
That's so
like
funny.
if we're oncoming bright lights.
That's
you know?
amazing, bro.
So
Dude, that's
it was always
real.
fun.
That's real though, bro. Cause like those oncoming bright lights, yeah, you're blinded.
You're
You might
done.
as well put your head down and hope.
You're done.
10 and 2. Yeah, get that other hand on there just for extra safety and just hope for the best.
Oh man.
That's so true though.
Also,
Man, that's funny.
that class like saved us so much on, like such an amount on our insurance if you took it.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah,
was
me
kind of
too.
cool,
Yeah, me
you know.
too, yeah. When I was in driver's ed, I don't remember much of that class. I just remember the two guys that so we had like groups of like 3 or 4 in our class, and your group would go on like a certain day or whatever, and like the group of guys that I got paired up with, I wasn't, I was like 16. I wasn't thinking these choices through, but I chose 2 of the like dumbest like idiots that were my friends in the class to pair up with, and for the they drove fine for the most part, but there was one time that I remember, that stoplight in front of like Wendy's. It's when you're going towards Crow Mountain. I was like that Wendy's. There's like a 3-way light. It's right in front of Lowe's and Waffle House. Right next to Waffle House. Okay,
Yeah.
so we were coming up to that light, and it was red. And he was just flooring it, and there were cars like turning and coming out, and I don't know what happened to this guy, but he was just flooring it, bro. And I remember the driver's ed teacher like slammed on the brake and said, "What are you doing?" Bro, he was just flooring it, bro.
That was awesome, dude.
Man, dude, let me tell you something though. That driver's ed instructor, he was a coach at the school. His name
Yeah,
was,
that's how ours was.
Okay, yeah, his name was Coach Lee, and Coach Lee was amazing. If he ever sees this, he was great, fantastic teacher, coach. But I had him. So he was our 7th grade basketball teacher. So, junior high basketball is kind of weird. So like it was like 7th grade was like its own like division, and then 8th and 9th grade was like your like junior high basketball.
Okay.
So 7th grade was like not included in like the junior high. So 7th grade was like its own thing. So we had Coach Lee as the basketball coach at 7th grade, and Coach Lee, he says some funny stuff sometimes, and he gets mad. Like how coaches are. They'll get mad and they'll come in the locker room and like, boys,
Yeah.
and it's nothing different. I'm not like exposing anyone. Like it's the normal kind of mad. But like there was one time where he came in and we were at like a game that was really important with like a team who was like they were like our equal, and we really wanted to win to prove that like we're above them, and. We were in their locker room. We left school early. Got hit the gas station, get the snacks, get the Gatorades. What I'm saying? The Propel water was huge back then. That was the commodity, the luxury. And we get our snacks. We went into the locker room and like we were all just chilling in there. We were all just like goofing it up, having a good time. Like nobody was ready for the game. Like nobody was dressed. We didn't have our jerseys on. It's like we were all just like goofing around. Gosh, yeah, we were doing some goofy stuff in there, and you know, 7th grade boys in a locker room. We were doing some goofy, some goofy things. And but I remember that Coach Lee came in, and he starts screaming like, "Y'all ain't ready yet. What are you doing? I can't." And he said, "This. I'll never forget this quote, dude. I will never forget this for the rest of my life." He told us that he's gonna leave and come back because it wasn't time for us to like be going out yet. It was just close. And he said, "I'm gonna leave, and when I come back, when it's time to go, if y'all aren't ready," and he was screaming. He's like, "If y'all aren't ready, then I'm gonna make you run until your butt cheeks are hanging out of your mouth."
Oh my god, that's wild.
and then like he realized what he said, and he was like, "You know what I mean?" He said, "I'll make you run until your butt cheeks run out of your mouth or come out of your mouth." You know what I mean? And bro, we were all terrified.
He was probably like, "What did I just say?" You know.
Bro, man. I don't know how we all held it together for that.
Yeah.
If we had laughed, we would have ran until our butt cheeks were hanging out of our mouths.
For sure.
But that is one of the funniest things that ever happened.
That's good, yeah.
I also have another Coach Lee story. This is less about Coach Lee, but he's involved. I have a friend who I will not name, but if he ever watches this, I haven't told him about this podcast. If he ever watches it,
he'll know who he is.
He and many others will know exactly who this is.
Okay.
So, he's a bit awkward, and he's actually I'm actually pretty proud of him. He's been getting more social, and everything's improving. I heard another friend told me he was reading some books about that and really applying. That's awesome. Nice. But he's always been he's always normal around us, around the friends. But when we're in social settings, he's a bit awkward, and he knows it. It's not like I'm hating on him or anything. We make jokes about it, so it's fine. But there was a 7th grade is definitely extreme, and Coach Lee came in. We lost a game or something, and he was very mad, and he came in and he had a water bottle. And he threw his water bottle at the trash can, nice. And it knocked the trash can over. And he was just furious, screaming at us the whole time, and everything. And then one of our other friends, I didn't actually get to I wasn't at this part of it, so I found out about this later on. But one of our other friends was sitting next to this guy, and he was like, "Bro, what's that smell?" He's like, did you poop your pants, bro? And he straight up he crapped himself.
Oh my god, dude.
He crapped himself because he was terrified of.
It's like a dog or something, right? Tail between the legs.
And
god dang.
Dude, yeah, it's somebody he pooped his pants and oh man, dude, it's so funny, bro. He's getting yelled at. He's crapped himself. We're gonna leave this story anonymous.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do.
People who know already know, and people who don't know won't find out. So it's fine.
And if you're brave enough, speak up. Put it in the comments.
Come forward.
We'll have you on the podcast.
We'll bring you on. You can tell your side of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. Yeah, bro, that was amazing. And interestingly enough, I guess Pottsville has a bit of a poop problem. There was another friend that I have who this guy just straight up told everyone. I still won't name drop him, but he told everyone.
They just put the Miralax in the milk at lunch.
I guess so.
Oh man.
But he was in football in high school, and in football you'd be doing the workouts after school. So one day I used to go over and hang out with one of my friends after school for 30 minutes or so. We just in the parking lot just chill. And one day he came from the football place, early. It's definitely not time for him to be out yet. He came up and he's like, "Yeah, guys." Or no, I guess he did finish. He finished the practice, so maybe it was over. But he came up. He's like, "Yeah, I sharted."
Oh my god.
And
nice.
He just straight up told us that. He's like, "Yeah, I was squatting, and he squatted down." And he's lifting that heavy weight. He's pooped himself on the spot. Bro, hold on. Think about it. Can you imagine spotting him?
There's no way I would.
Can you imagine? No. I'm saying when he pooped himself.
When it happened?
Yeah, can you imagine being that guy? He probably just, like, pooped all over him. You know, he might have, like, sprayed it back. He might have had the spray paint. You know, he was like.
Oh man.
But yeah, the best part is that he crapped himself and he finished the practice. Like, he had to run like laps at the end, and he ran with poop between his cheeks.
That's bad.
that's
really
crazy.
bad.
But it's a hilarious story. But
man, I went to the gym with a guy one time, or two guys one time, and one of them I went just to be there, just to witness, right? And they were bench pressing. It was a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And they were just like, all right. You get in the gym. They're all pumped up. They go, like, get the aux cord. It's one of those gyms that's, like, it's your gym if you're the only one there.
Oh, yeah.
Put the aux cord on. And I don't remember whether it was playing some rap song, right? Just feeling like Eminem. What is that one song?
Lose Yourself?
Yeah.
You better lose yourself.
You felt like Lose Yourself was coming on.
Don't copyright us.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we like Slim Shady. He's cool. So
I only sing like 3 words. It doesn't count.
So, yeah, he gets that going. Weights on. He pushes it up. Just like, I'm filming. We got a guy over here kind of spotting.
Yeah.
And it just comes tumbling down. It's just,
dang.
Yeah. Dunzo. And like, I throw the phone. Well, drop the phone, but it just looks like it's thrown. Go over there. Try to help pick it up and whatever. Just kind of went in with that attitude,
Dang.
But I think you know the guy that I'm talking about. No name dropping right now. But it was just insane to like see that.
He's a jacked guy? You said he's
some
like
say,
really...
or so, he could say. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Huh.
So
you have to tell me after. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
like
He work at Walmart?
he worked with us for a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It was just crazy to see.
Let me start name dropping everyone in Walmart.
Don't do
Every
that.
person I know at Walmart
do that.
until you tell me which one's correct.
We're about to get reported. I don't know how many times.
I'm about to start working now. I can't do that now.
Yeah, come on.
I'll start name dropping the Lowe's employees instead.
God, my buddy Ted, he used to work at Lowe's, and he was a menace. He's a menace to the society.
Ted who? Later.
One of my best
We
friends.
name dropped so many people.
Yeah, I say he's a menace.
Cares?
I love him so much, and he knows that.
Yeah.
I'm talking good about him when I say that.
Oh, of course.
He's
yeah.
one of my best friends ever.
Uh-huh.
We've been through a lot together, but speaking of those kind of stories, we went to Dallas one time on a skate trip,
Uh-huh.
and it's like Cody, Chris, other Chris, Ted, and me, and we do our thing while we're there, and we're on our way back, and we stop at some gas station, and Ted just like shits in the trash can in the bathroom. And like, Ted's one of those dudes that like, if you had him on Snapchat, he would take a picture, right? And just send it to everybody.
Yeah.
But he had, I mean, you didn't want to be there with somebody that's like your girlfriend or,
yeah,
of
course.
You're on like a date or something. And
right.
you open up Ted's Snapchat, and that's what you see, It was the wildest thing.
That's awesome, bro. That's so
And
funny.
Yeah. There's many other stories like that, but I don't want to go into it.
Dude,
it's a little too
there
deep.
was. I guess we're gonna talk about poop for
man.
the remainder of this episode.
Go ahead.
I had there was like a church trip that we went on when I was in like junior high, and there was one kid who's he's a bit of a troublemaker. He was a preacher's son, so like
So
they tend to be a little troublemakers for a little bit. He's pretty good now,
Yeah.
I think. I think, but yeah, he's a bit of a troublemaker. Me and him didn't really like each other back in the day, but we became friends like once we got older. But he we went to Taco Bell, right? Already, you know that the stories have something to do with the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right, it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
What kind of story involves Taco Bell and doesn't end with the toilet?
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
I don't even know like how Actually, I do know how. Oh, I just remembered.
Elaborate.
So let me tell the story from my point of view. So I walk, we get to Taco Bell, we're eating, have a little quesadilla action, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with the peeps. And then we hear everyone talking about something. We're like, what's going on? They're like, oh, go look in the bathroom. Go look in the men's bathroom. So, me and my buddy go down, we walk in. Oh my gosh, somebody had somehow pooped in the urinal.
Oh my God. Maybe Ted went to Taco Bell before you guys got there.
Listen, bro, you don't even understand the magnitude of poop in the toilet. It was a turd that had to have been a foot long at least. In the urinal. Right. In the urinal.
And those bathrooms don't lock, right?
No.
Okay, so
no, in the urinal. Because it wasn't a single bathroom. It was like a public bathroom in the urinal. And we found out that the way that he made that happen is he took a large cup. And he pooped in the cup and then dumped it into the urinal.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I didn't know the podcast was gonna get like this.
You didn't know it's taking this direction. You didn't know it's taking this turn, did you?
We're still figuring it out right now.
We're still trying to figure
oh
out.
My God.
Man, I just want to give him props for the dedication.
For what he's done, yeah. Shout out to him.
That took a lot of work to he had a vision and he made it a reality. And that's
dedication.
That's dedication.
If you have the imagination for
you have
it,
a dream, you go for it.
You might be working these everyday jobs, and it might be getting old. But if you have a vision for something, I'm still working on my vision.
And now's the time for our sponsor, the 9-to-5 remover. The 9-to-5 remover is a program where you get out of your 9-to-5 and you start chasing your dreams today.
No matter what happens, there's always going to be money there. You're always going to have shelter. You're always going to have food. That's just the way of life. The laws of the universe. You're going to be fine. Go chase your dream. Don't be an asshole. Don't be one of those people that suck.
Listen, if you go through our 5-step program, you'll go through the phases like beg for money.
Beg for money. Yeah.
Don't give up even when you're starving.
Live in the basement if you need to for a few years.
Move back in with your mom.
Honestly though, it's like if you're dedicated to something, you can do it. I'm 28 and I feel like I'm so behind, but like I know there's gonna be a good reward for all of it. You know what I mean? Like
I was making jokes. I was making jokes, but like on the real. Yeah. Like I feel like we're doing this. And like this is like it's it may not be like a dream that most people have, because a lot of people, if you ask them about their dream, they probably had it for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do this before like the day I texted you about it.
Yeah, it was kind of just
something happened. But like once I've had the idea, like it really has turned into a dream. Like I don't know about you, but like since we started this, and like especially like trying to watch the views go up, which it's funny because it's like 60 views or like 69.
But that's
views
exciting
today. But like, that's exciting, and like you watch those numbers.
Still
go
views.
Up, it's still views, and it's way more than I thought we'd have in the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'd be getting like 10. Views
yeah.
In the first week, so like to get 60, or like almost 70, it might be 70 by now. It's pretty insane, and like it makes you think like, well, if we could get 70 now. And what kind of growth could we like try to continue having? And I'm sure it plateaus. Like I'm not crazy, but like I definitely have started dreaming about like this potential life that we could create if we're successful with this.
Yeah.
And like we got to be willing to put in the work and like get things done, and you gotta have a good strategy, and you gotta be realistic at the same time. Like, I think, like you get, I don't know how to say, like like you start getting money, you got to put it back in.
Yeah, reinvest.
You got to keep building it up, and you'll keep making more and more, and then you can get to that point where like you're living comfortably or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some people probably like they see that first slow flow income, and they probably get like they don't want to give it up, or like they're like, oh well, I'm doing it now, so like it's good to take it, but like bro, just take what you get and like keep putting it into like what you want to do.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna kind of go off of what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just kind of I just want to say maybe one more thing. It's like this is not like what we dream about having, right?
Of course.
If we could make, if we started making like $1 million a year off of this set, we wouldn't just split it 50-50, take 500,000 and like take it home.
No.
Like, and if we did that, if we settled for like just this, then I think it would never get to that point. And that's the kind of thing that like you have to actually like have like a passion for something, and like you have to do it because you want to, and not just because of the money. Like when I said like, hey, let's do this, it's like there's a part of it that's like, oh, if it didn't have a chance to like become like a success, then it's like you can't really waste your time doing it. Yeah. But it's like like when I think about this, like I actually have like a vision or like a dream.
Yeah.
Like what I want to do, where I want to go, like like with the decisions that we can make, different projects. Like I have like tons of ideas that like stem from this. 10 years in the future that like we could do it. Dude, I want to make a movie one day.
Well, look, like one thing I've always heard is that the first million is the hardest to make, right? Yeah. And I'm not even talking about money here. If like you just think about that, it's once you get to that certain level, then things get a little easier,
For sure,
even though like it's because you mastered it, or you're mastering it. So, I definitely agree. This definitely helps me, like communication skills. Over like the fear of like getting over being on camera. Yeah, my voice. I've told everybody, I'm just like I hate my voice. You know what I mean?
It's like I think you have a stellar voice.
I hate it. It's like it makes sense why I play drums. Like I try to play guitar and sing and whatnot. And I'm like I'd love to do that one day. Dang. But I just can't. I say I can't.
You can.
I'm just knocking myself.
You're being too critical on yourself.
So anyway,
your voice is fine, bro. You don't have a weird voice. It's not high. It's not squeaky or whatever. It sounds normal.
I will say we did record. So I wrote a song, and we recorded it in stereo. I guess is what they call it. Where like it's like two mics dubbed over. So it's not like a single run through. So it's got a little reverb, and maybe the guy that did it, Nate, maybe he just like tweaked it a little bit. But I like that versus like just a normal mono or whatever sound. You know what I'm saying? So so that sounded cool. But anyway, just one song. But I mean, I've got some other stuff under the books, so that I might try to bring to life one day. But we'll see. Yeah. But anyway, I know we've been doing this for a minute today.
Yeah.
So I know about time to...
Got some good work in. About time to get that Cajun chicken pasta.
Cajun chicken pasta.
Cajun chicken.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Woo, woo.
Yeah. So yes, don't forget to go drop your Chick-fil-A meals.
Put the Chick-fil-A in the comments. We're going to try them.
Yeah. We will do that.
We will do that. We really will.
They do it. There's a Chick-fil-A right up the road.
Right up the road.
We're going to pick it up.
Dang.
We're very simple.
We're gonna do it.
Thanks.
We're gonna get it done.
Chick-fil-A. All right. Well, I guess this is it.
Thanks for coming in, giving us a listen. We hope you liked it. Like you said, give it a like, subscribe, tell your friends. Go and tell the friends.
Tell your friends, dogs.
Tell the dog's parents.
Tell the dog's parent. Tell the dog's breeder. Doctor.
Dentist.
UPS driver.
Daughter.
Brother.
Laptop's about to die. Let's wrap this up.
All right. Tell them to tune in.
So, share. Don't keep it to yourself. It's too good. It's too good to be kept in. Just go and tell people about it.
And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't subscribe. Don't do anything.
Subscribe and watch it and leave a like, but like you don't have to finish it. Just give it a view. Just give it a view. If you don't like it, give it a view.
And we'll have a lot more different things, better
Yeah,
things
we're
to
about
talk
to-
about and whatnot.
Better than poop.
All right, yeah, anything's better than poop.
All right, we really got to get this done before this laptop dies.
All right.
See you guys later.
Peace and love, right? All right.